So the breaking news is that some right-wing rogue judge in Louisiana ruled that Mahmoud Khalil could be deported for his opinions. This is insane. It's unconstitutional. It's unprecedented. This is ridiculous. And I know that they are planning on appealing it, okay? So we're going to be talking about this a lot going forward, but there are a few things that I do want you to keep in mind. Number one, this is an assault on the Constitution. So anyone you hear talk about we love the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. This is an assault on the First Amendment, okay? Non-citizens, permanent residents, green card holders, anybody on U.S. soil is protected by our First Amendment and our Constitution, okay? Period, dot, end of sentence. Anything you hear other than that is a lie. Second of all, if you are an American citizen, this should be terrifying to you. You think that this is where they're going to stop? This is reminding me of when Americans allowed the Patriot Act to go through because they thought that it wasn't going to affect them. LOL. It always comes home to roost, okay? Chickens always come home to roost. If you give them an inch, when it comes to our First Amendment, and it is first for a reason, you never give the censors an inch. You never give them an inch because once they take an inch, they take a mile. The First Amendment needs to be protected at all costs. Period. The other thing is, I really need all of you, especially you that say that you care about our First Amendment and free speech, to take note of who is cheering this. I just saw Tim Pool, who happened to meet with Netanyahu in a sexy private meeting the other day, tweet LOL. Tim Pool has made a lot of money off pretending to be a free speech warrior. So I just would like to put out there that if you're sub to him, if you give him money on Patreon or Super Chats or whatever, that you stop doing that because he's a fraud. He doesn't care about free speech. He thinks it's funny that our First Amendment is getting assaulted. Because even if you are a racist Islamophobe that doesn't care about the Palestinian people, to allow this precedent to be set and this assault to happen on our First Amendment opens the door for them to further assault our rights. And it won't stop with Palestine. Mahmoud Khalil is a canary in the coal mine. So anybody cheering this is your enemy. Understand that. And I'd like to point out that all the frauds in the intellectual dark web, remember that? They're all cheering it too. Your rights are being taken away on behalf of a foreign government. Do you understand that? Your rights are being taken away on behalf of a foreign government. This is all happening because of the Israeli lobby. Trump just appointed somebody to his cabinet to oversee anti-Semitism. Isn't even fucking American. He's an Israeli. What are we doing here? People are having their rights assaulted on behalf of a foreign government. And our lawmakers are not doing anything to stand up for him because they are all paid off by AIPAC too. They are all owned by the Israeli lobby too. Once again, any influencer or content creator or news personality you see defending this, understand that they are your enemy and they hate free speech and you definitely shouldn't be giving them money. I'm talking about Rave Dubin, all the other right-wingers like Tim Pool and Alex Jones, and if there's anybody I'm forgetting, I'll put their names all on screen here, but this is exactly who you should be unsubbing to. You shouldn't be giving them any money, especially if you care about our First Amendment, because clearly they don't give a fuck. They are so happy to sell out one of our most precious freedoms for a foreign lobby. And don't get it fucking twisted that that's not what it's about. Because let me refresh your memory of when Glenn Greenwald was arguing with Megyn Kelly, another right-wing fucking grifter who made a lot of money pretending to be pro-free speech, and she gives the game away when she says this.
These protests were against
no one who was
Israeli
out on the
war in
streets.
Gaza. They were not defending Hamas.
They were demanding that Colombia divest. They were demanding that Colombia
Exactly.
She just said the quiet part out loud. He's like, what did they do in the protest that was wrong? She's like, they demanded they divest. That's what this is really about. She just comes out and admits it, I think accidentally, that this doesn't have anything to do with anything other than protecting the Israeli regime. Because what they're really angry about is not that he was anti-Semitic or pro-Hamas. They're mad that people were protesting divesting from the Israeli regime because apparently we're not allowed to do that. These are the people that call themselves America First, by the way. These are the people like, oh, this is America First. People like fucking Batya, Ungar, Sargon, and Megyn Kelly and all these other frauds. While they profit off of this and built multi-million-dollar platforms off of pretending to care about free speech, only to turn around and cheer. All of them are cheering this assault on our First Amendment on behalf of a foreign government. And nice precedent you're setting there. I'd also like to remind Jordan Peterson, who also made a lot of American dollars off of pretending to be pro-free speech, that you're a foreigner. You don't even go here. You're not American. So all of you that are cheering this, keep that in mind, because what can be used on people now can always be used on your side later. And I would implore all of you to not allow xenophobia or partisanship to get you to go along with losing your own rights. Free Mahmoud Khalil.